Hi, my name is Lena and I love books. I love reading books, I love buying books, I love talking about books, and this year I made a commitment. I wanted to get out of my comfort zone. I wanted to do things that excite me, make me nervous, scared, or maybe even uncomfortable. And to be quite honest with you, this is as out of my comfort zone as I could get. So one other commitment that I made was to go to author events. I live in Cambridge, so there's a lot of author events organized by Waterstones. I started doing it last year, I continued doing it this year, but this year I just made a commitment to pay a little bit more attention to what events Waterstones was posting. It's mainly authors that I've never read before, or maybe have heard of, or wanted to read, but just haven't gotten around to it. And it's been an amazing experience. I find it fascinating. I really like listening to authors talk about their work, how they come up with ideas, what's their writing process, what's the things that excite them the most, scare them the most. It's really inspiring, to be fair, not just to maybe think about writing in the future, either myself or for other people, but just get inspiration to do things that I like, things that I want to do, things that really get me excited, things like these, things that maybe I wouldn't have the courage to do before. And it's especially prevalent when you listen to debut authors talk, and I think that excitement of the book that they've been working on finally being released, something that most of them didn't think would ever happen, that excitement is really catchy. This has been a particularly busy week. I have attended 3 events. One of them was online, one was here in Cambridge, one was in London, and I had very different feelings for all 3 of them. So, the first event that I attended was Emily Henry talking about her book, Great Big Beautiful Life. It was an online event organized by Waterstones, and I absolutely loved it. I have read the book. It's a great book. I loved it. It's a very easy 5-star for me. Emily Henry is one of my favorite writers. I have discovered her last year when reading Funny Story, and it was truly love at first book. So when she released Great Big Beautiful Life, it was an instant pre-order for me. I did not think about it twice, and when I saw that the event is being organized by Waterstones, I was very, very excited. So it just so happens that I have really never seen her talk before. I've never seen any of her interviews. I have not seen her videos on Instagram. I haven't seen anything, so this was my first experience, and it was great. She seems so excited about writing, and she seems so excited about her books, so listening to her talk about her experience as a writer, how she comes up with her ideas, her past experiences, her plans for the future, I really thought that was amazing. And I really loved the book. I read it in a couple of days. I enjoyed it. It's a little bit different from her other romances. She talks about it herself. I think I saw a reel that she posted when the book came out, and she was talking about kind of being a little bit nervous about how her fans will find the book because it's not quite her regular romance. And she was right, it's not quite a regular romance, but that by no means makes it worse. So the second event that I joined was in person. It was actually here in Cambridge, and it was Grady Hendrix promoting his newest book, Witchcraft for Wayward Girls. And oh my god, was it an event. The way that he does it is very different from anything that I have ever seen, and I think many people would share that. He doesn't do, a traditional author talk of a host and an author, a host asking questions, author answering questions. He does an entire presentation about the book, and he barely talks about the book. So because his newest book is about witches, he gave us an entire rundown of history of witches, and it was truly one of the most interesting things that I have ever listened to. It kind of reminds you of, being in a university listening to a lecture, but a super, super fun one. And on top of that, he's absolutely lovely. During the signing, he was taking his time to talk to every single fan, to write a personalized message in the book apart from just his signature, and it was a great experience. I really appreciated how he wanted to bond with the audience and how he, wanted to give that time to the audience. I thought it was amazing.
I'm Grady Hendrix. This is Lena. I just yelled at her about witches for an hour, and she survived. Hello.
As for the book itself, I unfortunately have not finished it yet. I love his writing style. It's actually very easy to read, but I don't like body horror, especially body horror surrounding anything relating to pregnancy or birth. And this book is very much about that. So I'm having a hard time in that sense, but his writing is incredibly enjoyable. And if you like horror, if you don't mind body horror, I would highly recommend. I'm actually planning to pick up some of his other books because I've had some great recommendations from people at the event. So I will pick them up, one, maybe several, and then I'll see how it goes with his other books because, again, writing, absolutely amazing. Now, the third and the final event was unfortunately really not what I wanted it to be. It was Lauren Roberts. She was in London. I saw her in person. She was promoting the last book in the trilogy, Fearless, and it was not quite my cup of tea. So, a little bit of a backstory. I have read Powerless, I have read Reckless, I have started reading Fearless, I have not finished it yet. I'm about 20 to 25% in. I started reading Powerless before I knew anything about the drama, so that really did not affect my opinion of the book. And to be quite honest with you, I found it very enjoyable. It was what I thought it would be. It was a very light-hearted, steamy, romantic YA without any graphic scenes. Well, to be fair, without any scenes. It was fun. I thought it was fun. That's probably the best word that I can choose for it. I had a good time. I had fun. Reckless, not so much fun. I have read very bad reviews before I started reading Reckless, so my expectations for the book were incredibly low. The reality was better than the reviews. I didn't think it was as bad as the reviews were saying. I can't say it was a good book, but it was fun enough for me to continue and to finish reading it. It's kind of the same story with Fearless. I don't think it's a good book. I believe there's better books that you can pick up, but I haven't stopped reading it yet. I find it enjoyable enough for me to continue reading it. But the event, unfortunately, wasn't quite like what I would enjoy from an author event. She was really good at interacting with the audience. I think they dedicated enough time to, give fans an opportunity to ask questions, and there was a lot of fan questions, and she was replying to them fairly shortly, so a lot of people got to ask their questions. I thought that was amazing. The author talk itself, like her replying to questions, was relatively short, and to be quite honest, she spoke about some of her future plans, but she could not reveal them, so she was being incredibly vague. So it felt a little bit like she is talking about nothing. The last bit of the event, though, was probably the only part that I found fun. So the person who was narrating Kai in the audiobooks, Chase, he came on stage, and he was fun. His sense of humor was amazing. The way that he was interacting with Lauren was amazing. The way that he was interacting with the audience was amazing. That was 10 out of 10. Everything else, just not my cup of tea. That's about as best as I can describe it.
Mark my words, Prince. I will be your undoing.
I lean in, ignoring the knife against my throat as I murmur, "Oh, darling, I look forward to it."
So that was my week. 3 author events, 2 that I absolutely loved. Grady Hendrix that absolutely surprised me. Lauren Roberts that I didn't enjoy it quite as much. I don't regret going, it's just not something that I would do in the future. Now, I'm really looking forward to the next week. Next weekend on Sunday, I'm going to Newcastle. Joe Abercrombie is going to be there in Waterstones having his author event, and oh my god, I cannot wait. I cannot wait for his book to come out. I should receive it soon, and I am incredibly excited to sink my teeth into it. And I am so looking forward to seeing him in person, and I hope having a chance to maybe interact with him in person. That is one of the most exciting author events that I have ever gone to. Other than that, I plan on continue posting videos, probably around once a week. It's probably going to be something similar to this. There will be videos about author events that I go to, books that I've read, books that I plan on reading. I have quite an extensive TBR of physical books that I own but haven't read, and I would like to, share that experience with you. and I would love to interact with as many of you as possible. So if you would love to, please leave a comment. I would love to chat to you. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe down below, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.